Hello and welcome to another user replay. My name is Midshipman Slack and today we have the pleasure of watching OK Fleet in the Yueyang Pan-Asian Tier 10 destroyer. And he's not alone, he's also with Paticek, who's also sailing the Yueyang today. And boy, are we in for a game. Thank you very much for sending this through. This is the second video or user replay from OK Fleet that I have actually done. So thank you very much. And they've steamed forward to try and take ACAP. He just spotted some DDs, so he's used his smoke to hide them. I'm not entirely certain how the kid has been spotted here, but the Tier 10 destroyers can also take the radar consumable. So it's possible that his friend is doing a radar build and he's got the smoke build. And as we now know, that the Pan-Asians do have deep water torpedoes. They will pass underneath the DD. Now, when these came out, there was a lot of talk, and I still don't know how that cruiser died. But that's one ship down already on his team. Oh, always bad. Nice. No, always there. Never worry about a cheeky torpedo strike that causes a flood. So he's already up to 22k damage. That kid is probably thinking, why the hell did I turn up at ACAP? So, well, the Yueyang is actually a real destroyer, and was handed to the Taiwanese Navy, or should I say the Republic of China, in 1970. But she was a Second World War design. There's the Amagi, who's decided to have a pop, and it's OK Fleet and his friend has decided to get out of dodge because he knows there's at least a couple of DDs there and they're outnumbered and outgunned, so might as well get out of dodge while you still can. So yes, they were based on the Alan M. Summer class. That's a Summer with an N, which was an improved Fletcher class. A good 58 of these were produced, and most of them served, and some of them served right up until the Vietnam War, after being improved, and in 1970, as I previously said, were given over or certainly sold to other nations. They were improved over the class because they had the double gun turret rather than the single turrets of the Fletcher, giving it about a 20% increase in 5-inch gunpowder, 5-inch caliber gunpowder. So OK Fleet here is in a bit of a standoff here. He's got to just spot the enemy ships here, so he's got to play a bit more tactical than he has before. And I don't know if you spotted it in chat, there's a lot of discussion about a certain Iowa. He's currently moving along beeline towards the port side of the map, or the west side of the map. Yeah, he's been doing that since the start of the game. Not sure what's gone on, or if he's had IT problems, but with the fact that OK Fleet team have already interrupted by a kid who's decided to come out of his smoke screen and probably shouldn't. Now he realises the Yueyang on his flank. OK Fleet pots his smoke, so he's hidden, and goodbye Tier 8 American destroyer there. The deep water torpedoes there have forced the battleships and cruisers back from his flank, so now we can focus attention on that Amagi, who has pushed up quite considerably and being very aggressive play. But he's been quite calculated about it, because only OK Fleet can really put a hail of fire down him, and that's still only destroyer caliber guns, so it's all about gaining fires to cause any increased damage. As he's pushed forward, ACAP has now been taken back to the enemy, so OK Fleet team's only got C. So they're behind on 20 points, but behind on 3 ships, but if you include the Iowa, that's 4 ships. That Margie is now hugging an island, and not surprising too, because there's at least 2 sets of battleships there that had potential to fire on him. And as is clearly the friend in his division, Paticek, in the other Yueyang, which can send also deep water torpedoes. But he's discovered here So he's decided to move forward a bit. So using the island in between OK Fleet and himself, giving it extra protection. That's quite savvy play by the Amagi player, considering he's clearly outclassed in this match. He's pushed forward very strongly. But now he's got a problem. He's going to have to move out, which gives an opportunity for OK Fleet's team to push forward here and try and take back A. So we'll see what's going to happen here. Pacek is moving forward quite aggressively. Oh, there's a Kuznetsov Russian cruiser. Torpedoes out. So I did do some research on the deep water torpedoes, and although I couldn't find anything on specifically deep water torpedoes, there was a lot of information about them. And there has been some cases where torpedoes have passed underneath the bows of ships and underneath the bottoms of ships because they have been set to wrongly. The most famous of which is probably the Battle of Narvik, where the German nearly off. Oh, goodbye, Amagi to the Yamato. We're in the Battle of Narvik, where most of the German torpedoes were set to leap, and due to the distances involved to get to Narvik, the British destroyers were particularly running a shallow draft, so went underneath him. And he has definitely killed that Kuznetsov with those torpedoes. And who said that it was only battleships that sail in straight lines? But Kuznetsov has been clever and has sent his spotter planes up, so hopefully trying to spot for anybody of his team which are in the area. But with the cyclone now starting to take effect, this is of minimal consequence. The enemy now have 3 caps and there's 100 points difference, but OK Fleet's team have managed to pull back the odds. We're now down to 4 ships apiece. Sorry, I made a mistake there. OK Fleet's team are down by 5 ships. We forgot that Iowa, who's still sailing along B line. Indeed. So he's moved back into ACAP to take it back because they desperately need the points to gain something back from the side. But we do know there's some unspotted cruisers kicking about. Oh, talking of cruisers, there's the Ibuki there. Tier 9. And this is the one beauty and drawback of the Cyclone. The beauty of the destroyer is to cause to spot, but when you got a Cyclone, that is reduced quite significantly. So that Ibuki knows he is being spotted by at least 2 ships now, because OK Fleet has used his smoke screen to hide from that. Well, you know they say lightning never strikes twice. Well, let's just see. Torpedoes out. Ibuki is moving in consistently the same direction, but he's under significant fire from a battleship which is pushing forward. I think it's a Bismarck. I couldn't be quite sure at this time, but he said, what the hell, let's just shoot him. Gaining OK Fleet his 3rd kill of the game, or over 2/3 or 75% worth of the enemy team. And I didn't think he expected that, but he'll take it. So I have to rephrase that. He's now killed literally 75% of the enemy team. That's not as if his team have done well. They're certainly pushing on C-cap at the moment, but at the current time he has done the most damage. And at 115,000 and with at least 1 cap to his name, 2 caps to his name, he's doing very well. So a little bit about the Hainsworth. She was named after Commander William M. Hainsworth Jr., who sadly lost his life in a collision just before the war. And as a touching reminder, the actual ship, USS Hainsworth, was christened by his wife in 1944. So, let's get back to the game then and see how this goes. So he's pushing out now, and there's another one down. So OK Fleet have finally evened up the odds. Yes, I know they've got one more ship, but we forgot about that Iowa moving along B line, who has been out the game the entire team. And his team are capping Seaback. This is not lost yet. So now he has to be very careful. He's going to have to move into B cap and see what's there under a cyclone. It's still at 8 kilometers. Last known position of a couple of ships are in that area. Right, let's have a look. What's here? There's got to be something here. Oh, sure enough, there's a Montana. Tier 10 American battleship. And he's moving backwards. I bet he's happy to move backwards. One set of torpedoes out, 2 sets. Smoke generator on. He does not want to be spotted this time. He wants those torpedoes to be a surprise to this Montana. So we knew that cruisers can move in straight lines, but admittedly that Montana is probably thinking he's safe because he's probably thinks he's spotted by another enemy ship.
Engine boost activated.
So he's moving around, see if he can spot anything else. He's detected. 4 torpedo hits. Fantastic, and brings up his Kraken. 202,000 points of damage. Brilliant move. But what else is in this area? Ooh, he's detected. Looking at the ship's left, that's hydroacoustic. Must be. Sure enough, there it goes. Now, which one is it? Looking at the number of gun caliber, that is the German DD. And OK Fleet has been the first time he's been caught out here. Because he's taken a number of hits, although they haven't done significant damage. But he can't be. He's spotted. The enemy isn't. He's still spotted, even though that the hydroacoustic is back. So that probably indicates that the DD has moved out. He's got to help try and cap B for his team. And that's why he slows down. Try and stop. Oh, that. But he's counting his chickens and he's getting out of dodge. See if he can help this Bismarck player out against the Edinburgh. Now, normally, in normal circumstances, my money would be on the Bismarck because of the secondaries and the large caliber guns. However, this is now a knife fight. This is far, far more even. And there's one thing you don't want to do in any battle. Have it an even fight. It's coming round. Edinburgh's been spotted. And he's now got to try and help out his friend. AP quickly swaps to HP as the Edinburgh moves away. So showing his bow rather than the broadside. Defender the cap. Getting significant hits in now. Oh, who's going to win this? Both got torpedoes. Dignity's best part of Valor. And he's popped his smoke screen. He's only got one more charge left. Swaps to AP again. Back to HE. Trying to just find that Citadel. And the best ammo type for the angle. There's his Confederate. Fantastic. Torpedoes out from the Edinburgh. Can this Bismarck survive? Oh, just. Oh, now how much health? But there's the Z52. He's laying his fire in as well. This is not a good. And Bismarck has gone. We are down to a 1 versus 3 situation. There's the Edinburgh. It's on minimal health thanks to that Bismarck. And still burning. Come on, OK Fleet. Chalk up another one. Excellent. Fantastic news. And he defends the final cap for his team. Just a Z52 and a battleship, which you haven't seen all game, left. Can he do it in this scenario? Z52's pot smoke. He's also a very savvy player and has outfoxed OK Fleet more than once this game.
Torpedoes, direct front.
And there's how it. Kate, come on, dodge and dive. 1 set missed. 2 sets missed. Like a boss, OK Fleet, like a boss. Well done. Still not over yet, but looking at the points tally, they're over 200 points behind now. He probably has to sink both these ships because guess what? The Iowa is still sailing along B-line. Congratulations, mate. I must admit, I bet OK Fleet was wishing he had a full health Iowa at this time. And his friend is showing his distaste in chat there. So where has this Z52 disappeared to? Well, he's ducked. He's got out of dodge here. He's moved away. Because he probably seen the point score. Knows that OK Fleet is a dangerous customer. So has probably thought, you know what? I don't need to be here. OK Fleet has to make all the moves now. And he can just react. And sure enough, fires a set of torpedoes to cover his flank to see if OK Fleet will chase him down. OK Fleet is running the radio detection, so he knows that destroyer is to the left of him, the other side of this island. And probably moving away, looking at the direction. But it doesn't really matter. OK Fleet needs to make a move here to try and get at least some of these points advantage back. Sink 2 ships and chase down a Z-52. And sure enough, the Z-52 has predicted correctly there and sent a blind set of torps into B-cap. Sadly got the timing incorrect. Well, sadly I say. Great news for OK Fleet. And there he is, exactly where we thought he would be. And just briefly he's spotted. OK Fleet doesn't fire, doesn't need to. He needs to get the cap back. So, where is this battleship? He was last seen heading north over in C-cap. I guarantee he's not going to be there now. So where is this guy? There he is. I have 100 points left now. OK Fleet really needs to sink both of these guys to actually have any chance of winning. Tirpitz realises his issue and is going for it. He's got nothing to lose. He's got absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain. Fire out. Excellent. He's going straight as a die at the moment. He's only going to have one chance to box OK Fleet's torpedoes. And there's the Z-52. He's caused second fire. This is no longer a fair fight. He's got to be careful. Come on. There, the Tirpitz has made his move. He's moving in. He's turning in. OK Fleet is akin to it and is taking a big old hit to the torps. Can he get his torps out? But he's still turning. This will mean that is he close enough? No, he's not. Oh, heartbreak. Double kill. I tell you what, I bet he wishes a full health I were helping him out. But what a game, and he never gave up. Brilliant work and a hell of a result. 261k damage, 7 kills, Kraken, Dreadnought, High Caliber, and 1951 XP for a loss. Man, my heart goes out. Well, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you want to send me a replay, see the link below, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.